Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Shit Trainers Say, conversations that we have with our clients every single day that we want to share with you so that everybody can benefit from these conversations and the knowledge that we give. I'm here with Debbie Roman, who is my
Hello, guys.
general manager, my right hand, and you are not seeing things. We are both at home. Thank, Thanks, Corona. We have started our Corona vacation
Uh,
at home, Corona staycation.
Not the beer, Logan. Not the
Right.
Corona vacation beer.
Right. So, what we're going to do is kind of share our story of Corona and how it's affected us.
Corona Diaries.
Yeah, the Corona Diaries. And how it's
Oh,
affected us and
that's
how
up.
we're dealing with it to stay sane and stay fit, and some tips that you can use to stay sane and fit through all of this insanity, through this simulated
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
So we'll start with you, Deb. You want to share like your story with Corona?
Sure. It all escalated pretty quickly. You probably know, our clients know that I was in Europe for my birthday. We were in France, and literally the day of my birthday, I woke up to a million texts and phone calls from family in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. Concerned because they thought I was gonna get stuck in France, and we got pretty concerned, and it was really, really, really stressful because you feel like you don't know where to go, you don't know who to talk to at that moment, and you're trying to remain calm, but you also know you need to act quickly. Anyway, we were able to come back because um, they they didn't specify on the news that American citizens and green card holders like myself were allowed to come back to the state as of that day, because everything's just changing so quickly. Every 5 minutes, things are just so different. So we were able to come back, and there are only 13 airports that people can fly to enter the United States, and one of them is Detroit, which is where we landed from Paris. We went through the normal, customs, passport, and all of that security stuff, just like any other person. And then after that, they directed us to this tiny room where they took our temperature, and they asked us, if we were feeling sick, if we were presenting any symptoms, where we've been during our trip. They gave us this form to fill out, and the whole thing took about 1 hour, like an extra hour to complete. Um, I consider myself lucky because everything I saw on the news or I heard is that it was taking up to 3 hours to wait in the airport to go through this whole ordeal. Luckily, we were able to just, you know, go through it smoothly and came home. But it was stressful. We were really glad we made it home because on the way home, I was witness of a couple of Mexicans who had a work visa, and they were not allowed to board the plane, and they were panicking, and I could totally relate to their pain and anxiety and concerns. Um, and then the worst part is that as I was walking to board the plane, the airport agent stopped me, and he pointed at me and he talked to this other guy, the Mexican guy, and he was like, "You see, she has a green card. This is what you need. She has a green card." And I was like, "Oh my God, I just want to like go home right now." And it was just really stressful, and we were really happy we got home. And I've been home since because I'm not allowed to go to work right now. So
Well, I'm glad you made it back home. And the silver lining in all of this, for those of you who don't know Deb and Logan, is that she got engaged. They got engaged on her birthday
ooh,
in Paris, with a picture of the Eiffel Tower in the background, holding a glass of champagne. It was a very nice picture, and congratulations, Deb and Logan.
thanks.
So
Yeah.
that's the silver lining. You will never forget that engagement story, and you will never forget that birthday. That's for sure. Uh,
Mhm.
and then I'm home because
Mhm.
we have made the decision to close Catalyst as effective tomorrow, and will be closed until April 6th. Um, we were taking all the necessary precautions, stepped up our cleaning, um, and all of that, but the level of concern um, rose to the point where we felt like it was the right call to close the gym. So that's what we've done. So I'll be working from home as well as all the other Catalyst employees. So what we want to do now is shift it from kind of our stories of the corona to how are we going to stay sane, both mentally and keep our fitness going, so that we don't eat 2 weeks of food in one day while we're sitting at home watching Netflix. Um,
Eating our feelings away.
exactly. Our anxiety away. So Deb, you want to share, you've been home for about a week. Um, so you want to share what you've been doing to keep your fitness going and stay sane, and what you would suggest for the clients or anybody listening?
Sure. I think that the more you try to stick to your normal routine, the better. Um, and
There is no normal routine anymore, Deb. Everything's closed.
there's I understand, but that's why I said, for the most part, the more you can do to at least be, make sure that you're working out, that you're working from home, that you're sticking to your routine as much as you can within the limitations that we have right now. I think that helps a lot. I think that we need to focus on what we can do ourselves to just try to get through this together, and try, instead of trying to focus too much in all the news and all the panic and all the anxiety that's going on. I think that we need to put our energy on things that, what can we do to help us and each other. And I think people can get really creative with that. And this might be a good time for you to read the book you said you wanted to read, practice a new language, talk to people who you haven't talked to in years, um, get creative with your workouts, try new recipes. Yes, we're concerned and yes, we're worried, but this will pass, and we might as well try to take advantage of the situation as much as we can.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to clear off your to-do list, all those things all those dust bunnies that have been sitting around your house for all those years. Finally, time to
Yeah.
clean those out. But also, I think it's what you said about routine is really important. I think getting up at the same time
Mm-hmm.
and meal prepping, and maybe
Yeah.
experimenting with healthier meals instead of just comfort food or snacks or things like that, processed carbs, and then doing some type of workout, because that really gets your juices flowing, it gets your endorphins going, makes you feel better, burns calories, all those good things. So I think that's really important to stay with those things as much as possible within the confines of what you have available. I know for the clients of Catalyst, we have an app that we can build custom workouts for you through the app, and it's a video driven app. It's actually pretty slick, and Deb is in charge of that. So if you have any questions or want to get set up on that, just contact Deb. And then we're also doing classes on our Facebook group, our closed Facebook group for Catalyst members. And Deb did her first live class today. How did that go?
It was fun. I really enjoy it. I think that people need it, especially because of the community that we have at Catalyst. We kind of like feed out of each other's energy. And it's like, I did it on my own yesterday. Like, I was just working out here, and it was not the same knowing that you guys were watching me and you guys were there. It's just different. And I think that's something that we really, really need. We need to bring up the good energy, the good vibes, because your mind is more powerful than you think. And if you let it, it'll mess you up. So don't let it mess you up, and just keep moving. I mean, we know science, we can rely on science that exercise is good for your mood and it's good for stress and it's good for anxiety. There's nothing bad about exercise. So come on and join us for the live classes. We're going to upload the schedule today. So you guys will know when the classes are going to be live.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's really important. I know later on today, I'm going to go for a walk just to get out of the house and clear my head a little bit, because it's about momentum, right? Like what you were saying about staying in the positive. If I get my mind going in the positive direction, then it creates momentum in that direction. If I get it going in the Debbie Downer, no pun intended, direction, then it creates momentum and I can sink into a black hole real quick. So I need to keep working and moving into that positive direction. So I am looking forward to that walk to clear my head. And in addition, I'm just going to do some things that I haven't had a chance to do. We're offering a supplement package to some of our clients when they come back. So I'm going to start putting together some of those packages, take the guesswork out of the supplements for our clients when they come back. We have Stanley Steamer coming on Monday for their COVID-19. They're taking full advantage of this, but we're going to have them clean, disinfect, sanitize the club while you're gone, so our clients have a nice clean club to come back to. So I'm going to stay busy with those in addition to my workouts. So, and read some books that I've been meaning to read for a long time, and just learn what it feels like to slow down for a little bit. Spend some time with my son. And if you guys have any questions or any topics that, related to this that you want us to talk about or answer, please shoot them to us. You can message us through our Facebook page. You can direct DM me through Instagram. You can email us at jim_a@catalyststl.com. And Deb, you want to give them your email?
Yeah, you can email me to Debbie_r@catalyststl.com, DEBBYE, and just let us know how you're getting through this. One last thing that I'd like to add is that we really need to focus on not necessarily the positive, but like just the fact that we are healthy, we got each other, we have a great, support system, we have great doctors, and many people do not have that. So I think that, yes, it sucks, but it could be so much worse. And the fact that we're here with each other should motivate us to just try to get through it with a smile on our faces and fake it till we make it. So
yeah, and I know that I'm going to take advantage of this time to pick up my meditation practice and do some journaling and things like that, just to kind of seek some answers from within, so to speak. And I know that helps me tremendously. And I would definitely recommend, if you haven't tried meditation, then there's some great guided meditations that you can find on YouTube that are absolutely free of charge. And I know for me, when I first started meditation, it was really hard. I thought it would be easy, but it was really hard for me to quiet my mind and separate my mind from my thoughts, because I thought I was under the impression that I just had to act on every thought or consider every thought. And now I'm able to quiet my mind and separate myself from my thoughts and kind of pick and choose where I focus my attention to be a little bit more proactive in that. And same when I journal. So that's another recommendation I would make for you while you're at home. It's a perfect time. You got time, especially if you're home with kids or loved ones. Yeah, they are loved ones, but sometimes they can get on your last nerve, especially when you start to get little cabin fever. So
Yeah.
the space that nobody can go in is inside except you. So go inside, be with yourself, separate yourself from your thoughts, do a little meditation, a little journaling, so that you can be a little bit more proactive about the direction you want your life to move in.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
I think
Thanks,
that's it.
guys. All right. We will keep you updated on our Catalyst coronavirus diaries. So till next time, be well and stay sane.
Bye.
Bye.